My allergies are acting up today, but it's all good. Thank you guys for coming in. And I want to thank people who may want to watch the playback of this live, but I'm not going to hold you guys up. So, without further ado, I'm going to get into the live. But this live is about how Black culture influenced certain styles in anime from music, fashion, and art explained. So, without further ado, let's get into it. And this is Kendra, aka Nerdy Millennial. When people think of anime, they often think of Japan first, and rightfully so. But what many viewers don't realize is that anime has never existed in a vacuum. Over the decades, it has been shaped by global influences, including elements of Black culture such as hip hop, jazz, funk, street fashion, and artistic expression. So today we're going to be breaking down how these cultural exchanges show up in anime, not as ownership or replacement, but as inspiration, fusion, and creative dialogue between cultures. Okay, so first section, anime is a global art form. Anime has always evolved by absorbing influences from around the world. Japanese creators have historically drawn inspiration from European art, American cinema, and global music movements. As Japan became more exposed to Western music and street culture, especially from the United States, elements of Black American culture began appearing in subtle but noticeable ways, particularly in soundtracks, character design, and fashion styles. This influence is not about replacing Japanese culture, but about artistic exchange. Okay, now we're going to get into the music influence jazz, hip hop, and funk. One of the clearest connections is music. Jazz and funk, both rooted in Black American history, some people don't want to admit that, but yes, became hugely popular in Japan after World War II. Over time, Japanese musicians and anime composers began incorporating these sounds into their work. A standout example is Cowboy Bebop, which is a very popular anime, one of my favorites. Its soundtrack is heavily influenced by jazz, blues, and swing, giving the anime its iconic identity. The composer Yoko Kanno intentionally used jazz elements to match the emotional tone and space noir style of the series. Another major example is Samurai Champloo, another amazing anime that's very popular amongst a lot of people. This series is especially important because it directly fuses hip hop culture with samurai storytelling. The soundtrack features scratching, breakbeats, and lo fi hip hop rhythms, and even incorporates real world hip hop production style. The result is a blend that feels both historical and modern at the same time. Okay, so the next section character design and aesthetics. Some anime characters and visual styles also reflect inspiration from Black culture, especially in hairstyles, fashion, and streetwear aesthetics. We often see characters with braided or lock inspired hairstyles, oversized streetwear fashion, graffiti style backgrounds, bold, expressive body language. A notable example of cultural blending appears in Michiko and Hatchin, one of my favorite animes as well. This series is set in a fictional Latin-inspired world, but it incorporates strong influences from Black urban fashion, music, and character archetypes. The main character, Michiko, is designed with a bold street style presence that reflects global urban cultural influences. These design choices show how anime artists pull inspiration from different cultures to create unique, stylized characters. Okay, the next section hip hop's global reach in anime. Hip hop culture originating in black communities in the United States. Had to say that again. Hip hop culture originating in black communities in the United States has had a massive global impact in Japan. It became especially influential in fashion, dance, and youth culture. You can see this in anime through DJ characters and rap inspired battles, graffiti aesthetics and city backgrounds, breakdance style, fight choreography, beat driven storytelling, and soundtracks. Anime doesn't copy hip hop culture directly, it adapts its energy, rhythm, and attitude into animated storytelling. Okay, why this matters? Understanding these influences is important because it shows how interconnected global culture really is. Anime is not created in isolation, it is part of a global creative ecosystem where music, fashion, and art constantly influence each other. Recognizing Black cultural influence in anime is not about reducing anime's identity, but about appreciating how different cultures inspire creativity across borders. And another example, too, with a newer anime, Dandadan, the first season of the opening song by the artist or the band Creepy Nuts. The main character Momo, she was doing the Harlem Shake, which originated, in Harlem, New York, by Black Americans, and it was funny because we were watching the video because we do like the song, and my sister said that one of the people in the comments was like, "I love Momo's aggressive dancing. What dance is that?" And I told my sister, I was like, "You should have wrote and told them that it's the Harlem Shake, gave them the history about it." But she was like, "The comment was so old." I'm like, "It doesn't matter. I would have wrote them and told them." But that was just something to, add to this video. But at the end of the day, anime continues to evolve because it absorbs inspiration from all over the world, including Black culture, which has had a powerful impact on music, fashion, and artistic expression globally. The most interesting part isn't who owns what, but how creativity travels, transforms, and becomes something new. I would just say this, with the jazz, hip hop, R&B, breakdance, all that, yes, it comes from Black people and just, respect the culture. I don't care who, may want to do that type of music, whatever race you are, but just have respect from where it comes from. If you want a part two breaking down specific anime scenes or characters influenced by real world culture, let me know. And thank you guys for tuning into live. And until next time, bye.